Okay, we're going to get started now with the oral presentations for the Black History Month Book Report. AMG Mentoring Program 2002-2003.
I'll make the music for when they...
Go ahead. No, just stand there. Go ahead.
My name is Demarcia.
Yeah, say it louder, please.
My name is Demarcia.
Okay.
And I forgot what you said.
Who are you going to talk about?
Martin Luther King.
What about Martin Luther King?
He made this place a better
Can you
place.
speak louder, please?
He made this world a better place for everybody.
What was Martin Luther King?
A doctor.
Okay. Yes, he was a doctor. He was a PhD doctor. Why do you think he's a prominent African American?
Because he liked to help people
How did he help people?
by, like if they drop something, he'd tell them that they dropped it, pick it up and give it to them.
Okay, Mr. Smith, did you have any questions for Demarcia?
You said he did something special by helping people. Do you know of any particular examples that he used to help people? Okay.
Brandon?
What is Martin Luther King famous for? What was his big thing that he did that he's renowned by? What was his most significant thing that he did?
I don't really know that.
Okay. Okay. Was there anything else you want to say about about Martin Luther King, Demarcia?
No.
Well, I want to thank you for coming up and doing the presentation.
All right.
You're all set.
Thank you.
My name is Malcolm.
Louder.
My name is Malcolm, and the person I'm doing it on is Bessie Coleman.
Okay, you got to say it louder. I can't hear you.
The part I'm doing on is Bessie Coleman. When she was 5 years old, she liked every time when the storage bookstore came, she liked to ask her mom because she had a book. And her mom always said yes. And then when she was like 7, her dad moved away from her, tried to get more money because they was poor. And then she went to college. And then when she was 14, she wanted to ride airplanes in the air. And then because the whites wouldn't let her fly the airplane because of her color.
Can you speak a little louder? They can't hear you back here. So what was her name again?
Bessie Coleman.
Bessie Coleman? And what was she?
She was an air pilot.
Okay, airplane. Do you know what year she was a pilot?
I think
Say it louder.
it was around like I think it was around 1773 when she first got her license to fly an airplane.
Okay. Any questions?
Did she ever get her pilot's license?
That's what they said.
Beg pardon?
That's what they said.
Who did she get it from? Do you recall? What's the name of the company that gave it to her?
Excuse me, Carlos. Marcia.
I don't remember that, but I know
Can you
it.
speak louder, please? We can't hear
It was
you.
a radio station man who gave her the pilot. Bessie Coleman told him they trained for money for air shows. That's how
Right.
she got to get her pilot license.
Do you know what country gave her her pilot's license?
New York.
Mm-mm. They were the first country to even have pilot's licenses to give to anybody, and they gave it to her even though she was a black woman. It still gave her hers. Do you know what country that was in?
Where did you first learn about Miss Bessie Coleman?
I did a report at school.
So you did a book report at school this year? Last year? Mr. Longmire, do you have any questions?
Yeah. What year was Bessie coming aboard?
I can't hear you. We can't hear you at all, Malcolm.
It didn't show her in the book.
Oh, well, do you know how old she was when she passed, or if she passed?
Okay, if you don't remember, that's okay. Was there anything else you wanted to share with us about Bessie Coleman?
I know. All I know at the end was she didn't put her seatbelt on, and she fell out the airplane because a white man was driving it too, and the plane crashed, and it went and down into the ground, and they both died.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Malcolm.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
My name is Louis Jusco, and I wrote my report was on Rebecca Lee Crumpler, MD medical doctor.
Okay, we can just go through it. Everybody take a question.
And why did you select her for your report?
Because she was a doctor, and because she was a medical doctor, and I want to be a doctor when I grow up.
Okay.
What did you learn about Dr. Crumpler that you did not know?
That I didn't know that she was a doctor.
Did Dr. Crumpler go to college?
Yes.
Do you remember which college she went to?
Okay. Why is it important for African American males to study the accomplishments of other African Americans?
So this is my this is the
Louder. Say real loud.
Okay.
Why is
What's
it
the question
important?
again? Why is it important?
Why is it important for African American males to study about the accomplishments of other African Americans?
So they can be leaders.
Okay.
Why was Dr. Crumpler important?
Because she was a medical doctor and
Anything special? Was she a special medical doctor?
yes.
What was special about her?
What was special about her is because a lot of people
Okay, we're gonna move to the next question.
All right. Do you know who raised Rebecca?
aunt.
Before Rebecca became a doctor, what was she?
She was a
You don't remember?
I don't even think I wrote it down.
Okay. You mentioned in the report that Rebecca's aunt had a special gift. Do you remember what that gift was?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What was it?
It's because she was one of the healers, but nobody taught her to be a healer.
Okay.
All right. Who did Dr. Crumpler help to get better? Who did she heal from being sick? Or,
She healed
No, the doctor, when Dr. Crumpler became a doctor, do you know who her patients were?
I didn't write nothing about that down. I don't think I did.
You don't know what kind of people she helped to cure and to make well?
I know she did a lot, but I don't know actually names.
No, no names. Just what kind of people were they?
A group of people.
A group of African Americans.
Yeah.
I just didn't write it down. I'm just trying to remember.
Okay, we got one more question. You can ask it.
Okay. Were other doctors mean to Dr. Crumpler?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lois.
You failed the test, man. You should have said yeah, doggy.
Nice and loud.
My name is Wendell Bush.
Louder.
My name is Wendell Bush, and I did my report on Madam C.J. Walker.
Okay, so the same question is going out to you. What did you learn about the person that you did not know before?
That she did hair for other people.
You did what?
That she did hair for other people.
Why did you select Madam C.J. Walker?
Because she was important.
Okay, like how is she important?
She helped other people.
Okay.
Did Madam C.J. Walker go to college? And if you did, which college did she go to?
I don't know what college she went to, but she went to college.
She did?
Do you remember what Madam C.J. Walker's real name was?
Wendell, why is it important for young men such as yourself and the rest of these guys to study other African Americans?
So they can learn.
You gotta say it louder, please.
So they can learn more about them.
Okay.
When Madam C.J. Walker was she born rich or poor?
Can you name some of the things that Madam C.J. Walker invented?
Hair products.
Like?
Do you know what state Madam C.J. Walker was born in?
Madam C.J. Walker was the first black what? Pardon?
American.
America? Okay. One more question. What happened to Madam Walker's parents? Don't know? Okay, thank you, Wendell.
Dante Till, the report on Spike Lee.
Okay. Did your person go to college?
Yes.
Do you know where?
Why did you select Spike Lee?
He was one inspiration to me because he did one of the music videos, music videos of a singer I used to like, Michael Jackson.
How many children were in the Lee family?
I think it was 4. I think 3 boys and 1 girl.
When did you learn about Spike Lee that you did not know?
Same thing I talked about. He did a music video for one of the singers. That's the thing I never knew about.
Do you remember the title of Spike Lee's first movie that he made in college? That small 10-minute movie?
No.
Okay, Dante, why is it important for you to study about people like Spike Lee?
Learn more about our history and our heritage.
Alright, what high school did Spike Lee go to?
Don't remember.
Hart.
Don't remember.
How did Spike Lee get his nickname?
I don't know. I know he got from his mother.
Oh, okay. Mom gave it to him, right? Do you remember his parents' name?
No.
Is there anything you want to tell us about Spike Lee? Or the class? All right, thank you, Dante.
Thank you very much, sir.
Very important job. You should have did better, but I appreciate it.
My name is Kaniko Cobbin. My name is Kaniko Cobbin. I selected Spike Lee.
Alright. What is Spike Lee's real name?
Why did you select Spike Lee?
Using my head when I was doing the report.
What was the job that Spike Lee's dad had?
The doctor.
When did Spike Lee know he wanted to be in the film business?
The age of the year.
Just what event happened in his life?
I think we saw a movie or something that he liked.
Do you remember if your person went to college?
Yeah.
What college did he go to?
You don't know that?
Alright. Besides filmmaking, what else does Spike Lee do? Where does Spike Lee live now?
Do you know the name of Spike Lee's first hit movie?
Let's see. Do you remember in what city Spike Lee was born? Do you think you know what Spike Lee's parents' names were?
Do you know the name of the film school Spike Lee attended?
And I want to ask you this one. Why is it important for African American males to study the accomplishments of other African Americans?
Because they need to know what people did.
Say it
So
louder, please.
they need to know what African Americans did good, and so they can try to do something
good answer. But do you know what Spike Lee did that makes him so famous? Huh?
Like film?
Okay.
What author was Spike Lee forced to read as a kid?
Can you repeat that?
What author was Spike Lee forced to read as a kid?
In your report, you said his mom made him read a certain book writer. You remember who that book writer was that she made him read?
His dad or something?
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Cobb.
Thank you very much.
Did pretty well.
Hello, my name is Kyle Stevenson, and I chose Thurgood Marshall.
And why did you choose Thurgood Marshall?
I chose Thurgood Marshall because he was a Supreme Court justice, and he fought for other people's rights in the community.
What city was Thurgood Marshall born in?
Can't remember.
Alright, how did Thurgood's dad turn Thurgood into a lawyer? What did he do to help him become a lawyer?
Well, him and his father debated against each other, and that's how he got him started.
Okay. Do you remember the jobs that Thurgood's parents had?
I can remember his mother.
What was his mom?
His mom was a teacher.
Okay.
What did his mother want him to become?
She wanted him to become a dentist, so he would sit on her.
Do you remember one of the first things Thurgood Marshall did about himself as an adult? About for him, what did he do to himself?
He got accepted into Lincoln College, and he, as being a man, there were some things going around with the community.
No. He did something on his, about himself. Do you remember he changed something? He changed something about himself. Do you remember what he changed?
What were the things that Thurgood did that constantly got him in trouble at school?
Well, he debated and talked about people, talked about some freshmen that were in class. And while he was put out of school, he read the Constitution.
You did what?
He read the Constitution.
So he's a template. Do you remember some of the cases that, as a lawyer, Thurgood Marshall fought for?
No,
Did you mention or did you know where Thurgood Marshall went to law school?
he got something. I can't remember.
So he's still on the top. Number 3 here, he answered. About number 2 and 4, I'm trying to just elaborate a little bit.
Alright. Why is it important for you African American males to study the accomplishments of other African Americans?
But
Why is it important for you, young African American males, to study the accomplishments of other African Americans?
well, it's important why what you can be, and to be wherever you could be in life. As an African American.
Alright, what did you learn about the person that you didn't know before?
I learned that he was an artist and art man. He wanted to help people and to help change the community and to fight for people's rights and support as to all the things he fought for in the court of justice.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you.
My name is Julian Gentry, and I did my report on Bill Pickett.
Okay, and what was Bill Pickett's job?
What was he famous for?
Yes.
Rodeo,
Why did you select him?
because I like cowboys and I thought no one else would pick him.
Alright, Bill Pickett dropped out of school at what grade?
In 5th grade,
Alright, and after he dropped out of school, what did he do after that? What did he go do?
he worked on rodeo. Well, he worked in the backyard and got a job.
What state was he born in?
I think it's Mexico.
What were his parents?
His parents was slaves. They were slaves at one time.
Do you remember the name of the person who Bill Pickett married?
No,
Okay, do you remember how many children he had?
9 children.
What was one of Bill Pickett's biggest accomplishments?
To take the spear down.
And do what?
Take the spear down.
What does that mean? Explain that.
How did he do it?
Yes.
He would get on the spear, take his horn and twist it,
A spear.
a steer, and take his horn and twist it, and bite his upper lip, and it took all the energy down.
Do you know what that nickname was that he gave for doing that?
That nickname was, I don't remember.
That's fine.
I have a question. Bill Pickett had a famous friend in like the rodeo cowboy business. Do you know who that was?
I don't remember his name.
Alright, what year did Bill Pickett die?
In 1983,
Alright, how old was he when he died?
52.
What did you learn about Bill Pickett that you didn't know?
I didn't know about him.
Okay, anything in particular that stands out about him?
I didn't know how he took the steer down
Okay.
and what year he died.
You want to give this one?
Okay. Why do you feel it's important for African American males to study the accomplishments of other African Americans?
Because I think if they understand the world better if they knew all the Black Americans, what it was about.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
thank you, Julian.
All right.
All right, my name is Andy Cobb, and I did my report on Colin Luther Powell.
Alright. Where are Colin Powell's parents from?
not sure. I think they were slaves at one time.
How did Colin Powell abate racial tensions during his assignments in South Korea?
How do you what?
How did Colin Powell abate racial tensions during his assignment in South Korea?
In your report, which I think was excellently written, you did a great job. You had you talked about Mr. Colin Powell's abilities, and I'm going to ask you what this means. This is a phrase from your paper. What does it mean? Powell's retentive mind and leadership abilities made him a conspicuous success in the Army's Reserve Officers Training Program.
I think, well, it meant, to me, it meant that he knew quite like what he was doing, and like he had a mind for it, like that's like something he wanted to do.
Which two men of rising influence in Washington, D.C. perceived Powell's uncommon abilities and helped Powell shape his career?
I don't remember the names. I know who you're talking about, I don't remember the names.
How many lives of youth have been touched by this organization that Colin Powell was with?
Around 300.
You know what? That has to be asked. That has to be asked first.
Okay. What was the mission of the first? Okay. All right. What was the mission of the American Promise organization, which Colin Powell chaired?
In your paper, you mentioned that Colin Powell was chaired a nonprofit group focused on youth. What was the mission of that group, of that organization?
I think the mission was to establish and teach the youth of their heritage.
Was it just African American youth?
No,
I couldn't hear you.
I don't think so.
In your report, which I didn't know, but you talked about how Colin Powell distinguished himself during the Iran-Contra scandal of the late 80s, which Ronald Reagan was a part of. What did Colin Powell do during that Iran-Contra missile transfer that made him shine before the congressional investigating committees?
I guess you could say he figured out how and why it was going on.
You figured out what?
How he figured it out. I guess you could say he figured out who was in it, and why.
What's Colin Powell's present position?
From what I learned from doing my report, Secretary of State.
Did you know where his parents were from?
No.
Where they asked that one? Did Colin Powell go to college?
I don't think it mentioned that. I don't think it did.
Why did you select Colin Powell for this report?
The first reason I select Colin Powell because he was on TV a lot, and the second reason is because he was the closest thing to a black president, to a president.
Judge, you want to ask a question? Okay. All right. Just keep tabs for me. Why don't you go ahead and ask number 2?
All right. What did you learn about your person that you didn't know?
I learned that he was the first first black Secretary of State.
All right. Why is it important for African American males to study the accomplishments of other African Americans?
Because it'll build their confidence to believe that they can do whatever they want in a good way.
When you did your report, and I have to say that I think I was just impressed because you were able to accomplish in 2 pages of narrative a broad range of descriptive analysis on the life of Colin Powell succinctly. And how many times did you have to rewrite the report to get those sentence structures to be so efficient, if lack of a better word?
I wrote it twice, then I took it to my teacher, asked him about it, and then he told me certain things. I wrote it again, and I let my mama check it, and then I wrote it the final time. So I guess you could say I wrote it like 4 times.
What was the source of your research? Was it anything in particular?
What I used?
Yeah.
I used a little encyclopedia and some internet.
Okay. Was there anything you wanted to tell the group about Colin Powell in closing?
Nothing much that maybe Jeff said that they should try to be more like him.
Okay. Thank you, Andiago. That was a good presentation.
Louis Driscoll, or Driscoll. Here you go, sir. Mr. Carlos Gibson. Mr. Jenny Cole Cobb. Mr. Wendell Bush. Mr. Andiago Cobb. Your report, I'm gonna have you report sitting down. I got you. Do you have your report on? You picked it up on?
This is where my daddy used to work.
Oh, did he?
He used to work at General
And the
Motors.
one who came in first place for the report on Bill Pickett, Black Cowboy, Mr. Julian Gentry. All righty, let's go get hands washed.
Smith, can I say something first? I just wanna say something. I want y'all to understand about these 2 gentlemen here, Mr. Smith and Mr. Smith. I want y'all to understand that they have families. Okay? They're taking a lot of time out from their schedules and raising their families to help everybody, to help you guys become men, do whatever they can. They're spending a lot of time and a lot of effort with you. They don't have to do this. Y'all understand that?
Yes.
They're really trying to work with you guys, trying to help you understand the importance of getting those family values and moral values and religious values, so you can be strong leaders in the community and leaders of your family like they're leaders of their families, the leaders of our church and our community. And I want y'all to understand that, okay? I think you should give both of these men a round of applause for everything that they've done. And the best you can do is give them your best effort in everything you do in school, at home, and everything else, because they love you. I love you too. I want all y'all to understand that, okay? We want the best for everybody in this room. And we're doing, and they're doing everything they possibly can to make sure that y'all get there, all right? So I want y'all to give them two gentlemen a round of applause, okay? You tell them thank you. Every time they do something for you, you make sure you tell them thank you. Because they don't have to do any of this. The food, all of this. They do it because they love you. And they want you to succeed. They don't want you in a jail cell. They don't want you on the street. They want y'all to be educated, money in your pockets, have your faith in Jesus Christ, and be supportive of your community and your mothers. Your mothers are doing a lot for you. Okay? All right. I didn't hear that applause now. One more time.
My brother taught me I do a backflip.
Space.
I still at the juggle gyms and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I still at the juggle gyms. He taught me I do a backflip. Ain't flipped and they got on camera.
I hit 5 in a row.
You got trouble?
Yeah.
You have a messed up fight.
Get your jacket, sir.
Somebody put me in trouble.
How you go away from me?
You should be safe with this.
What exactly is a combination?
I think come with fries and coleslaw. Maybe.
You got served.
Let's serve careful no longer.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know why we bring you here to eat?
Billy steak and cheese.
You know why we bring you here?
Itself, without the fries, yeah.
It's cheaper.
No, you know why we bring you here? We bring you here because we got to break bread with you. We do all this studying. Now it's time to have a little fun. You enjoying yourself?
Okay, now if you pay pancakes.
Can we go down to the bell out and go back around?
Pancakes by itself.
We go down to the bell out.
I ain't teach y'all to play
Billy
business.
steak and cheese. No, it's your job to improve.
You know what you want, Brandon? You might hurt me with one of your bricks, but that's about it.
He can hurt too. He can hurt too. He gonna body slam me.
I got ups over half the people at school.
Church.
I got coaches at school who got ups over half.
But all you gonna do is
That's what Julie.
How old are you? All right, my man. Malcolm, did you watch that video?
It's on the I look at my basis.
You can wait to start.
T-bones. I just see
It's on now?
Yeah. I just realized that.
Happy birthday, man. Big 9. Right on time. Big fella. You ain't old enough, man.
I heard that's what I
You gotta get older, big fella.
This one's over there. What you got?
You got good memories.
Yeah, they know they won't, huh?
You got it?
take it out and heat it up to be like,
Everybody say thank you to Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
I tell you what, once we say grace, we need to eat quickly because it will be time to go.
Who's gonna lead us in grace? Nico, go ahead.
That one, Mom. I had
I'm not nasty like you are. You knew that sandwich wasn't yours.
No, I didn't. Because when I got it, I said I know it doesn't
Go
look
ahead.
like this.
Listen up, guys.
Come on.
Go ahead, Nico.
Put it down.
I got dessert.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Hey.
what I got?
Put that phone down in that knife. Thank you.
Go ahead, Nico.
Disgrace of God's school, and mistaken for our food. But our heads we shall be fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Amen.
Man, you was on the minute. He was make sure he got what he needed.
Couldn't hear him.
What I got?
When I'm done, oh, this is